I've been fielding a lot of messages lately from frustrated Fujifilm photographers who can't get that front command dial to work the way they expect it to. So that's what we're going to cover here. You'll see what's actually going on with that front command dial and how to set it up the way you want to use it. The front command dial on most Fujifilm cameras can be pushed in, and when you push it in, it'll cycle through 4 different controls that are programmed into your camera menus so you can use it to adjust different things, like the film simulation on cameras that have a film simulation dial, exposure compensation, aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. And where a lot of the frustration stems from is a common misconception that you could just program these and use them all the time, but the dial is context sensitive. Using it requires proper configuration of other controls on your Fujifilm camera. So let's learn what those are and how to program it and set it up. You can see how your front command dial is currently set up and then program it by pressing Menu, going to the Setup menu, Button Dial Setting, and then Command Dial Setting. This is where you will program both the front and the rear command dial. There is a shortcut to do this. If you're shooting, you can just push and hold the front command dial, and when you hold it, this screen will come up. You'll see here there are 4 positions for the front command dial, as we mentioned, and then 1 for the rear, and you'll cycle through each one of the 4 front command dial program functions by pushing it in and releasing it while you're shooting. You can click the joystick to the right to see what's available for that front command dial programming and then select what you want. So you'll see here that I have F, or the aperture, the ISO, the shutter speed, and the film simulation programmed as my 4 functions for the front command dial, and then exposure compensation for the rear command dial. And then when I'm in shooting mode, when I push the front command dial, I can cycle through each one of those 4 functions, just highlighting whatever I want to change, and then I'll see that little half circle next to the variable that I'm changing, which indicates that the front command dial is now being used to change that variable. And then I can just rotate the dial to change it. But the only reason that I have all 4 of those variables available to me right now is because I have all of my other controls configured in a certain way that's required to use them. If your controls are not configured the right way, when you push that front command dial, you may only see 2 or 3 of those. So let's go through each one of these options one by one and how you need to have your controls set up to use the front command dial to change it. First, for the aperture, or F. If you're using a lens that does not have an aperture ring, like many of the XC lenses, then aperture should always be available to you. But if you're using a lens that does have an aperture ring or an aperture switch, that ring or switch needs to be set to the A position. A standing for auto. If it's in a manual aperture, you cannot use the front command dial to change that aperture. So set it to A, and then we need to tell the camera what we want to do with that aperture when it's set to A. So back in the button dial setting menu, you're going to go to Aperture Ring Setting A and set this to Command. If you have auto set, then A is just going to put you in auto aperture. You can't manually change it. So if you want to manually change the aperture using the front command dial, you need to set this to Command. And when those 2 things are met, the aperture ring or switch are set to A, and this option is set to Command, then you'll see F, your aperture, as one of those options when you push the front command dial. When that little semicircle is over your aperture on the shooting screen, then you can rotate the front command dial to change your aperture. If you rotate it so the numbers are getting bigger, eventually you will end up in auto aperture. So when the numbers are blue, that's a manual aperture. I'm rotating it so those numbers get bigger. And then the aperture turns white, which means that it's an auto aperture, and I've just changed my exposure mode. You can reference another video that I did recently about how to change the exposure modes if you're not familiar with that. Now let's talk about changing the shutter speed with the front command dial. If you want to be able to set the full range of available shutter speeds with your front command dial, then you need to set that shutter speed dial to the T position for time. And when it's set to time, Then, when that little semicircle is next to the shutter speed, you can rotate that front command dial to have full control over your shutter speed. If it's not set to T or the time position, if you have it set to a fixed number, like you're in shutter priority or manual exposure modes, you can still use the front command dial to refine that shutter speed in third stops around your selected shutter speed. In order to do this, you need to make sure that in the button dial setting menu, the SS operation is set to on. And again, this is only available in cameras that have a shutter speed dial. In that command dial setting programming screen, you will also see program shift next to SS for the shutter speed. If you are in program auto mode, then that allows you to use the program shift feature available in program auto mode. Program shift is unavailable if your dynamic range setting is set to auto. Now let's look at ISO. If your camera does not have a dedicated ISO dial, then ISO will always be an available option here. So as you're clicking that front command dial, you'll always have ISO available. But if you do have a dedicated ISO dial, it needs to be set to the C position in order to use the front command dial. C stands for command. So if you want to use the command dial to change ISO, set it to C. Exposure compensation follows that same logic. If you want to be able to use the command dials to change your exposure compensation, you need to change that exposure compensation dial to C if you have an exposure compensation dial. And then the same thing for the film simulation. If you have a film simulation dial, set it to C in order to use the front command dial to change your film simulation. So those three dials, if you have them, whatever position they're in is going to override the front command dial unless they are set to C for the front command dial. And then for the shutter speed dial, that needs to be set to T, and the aperture ring or switch needs to be set to A. That's the quick summary of where all of those controls need to be in order to use the front command dial to change them. And if you don't have some of those controls on certain cameras, then you should always have that function available for the front command dial. And as we saw earlier, you just click through those functions until the one you want to change is highlighted. Note that semicircle next to that variable and rotate the front command dial to change it. And for photographers who do have this control set up and it's working properly, another common frustration or complaint is that this dial is really easy to accidentally rotate. So you may have it set to ISO when you're using ISO 200, and then suddenly you find yourself on ISO 12,800 because you rotated that dial, you just brushed against it, and now you've accidentally set the highest ISO, and God knows how long you've been using that. That's happened to me quite a bit. So there are a couple of ways that you can protect yourself from these accidental kinds of actuations. The really only foolproof method to avoid these accidental actuations is to use the lock feature. Now, I recently did a video about this, but let's go through it again right here because it is important. You can lock any controls that you select at any time while you're shooting by pressing and holding the menu OK button. You're going to see the lock notification on the screen, and then those controls are going to be locked until you press and hold that menu OK button again. Those controls will still remain locked as you cycle the camera power until you unlock them. You'll choose which controls you want to lock at the end of the button dial setting menu under Lock. You'll go to Function Selection and then put a check mark next to the functions that you want to lock. You can choose either individual exposure variables, so you can lock just your ISO, so the front command dial can't be used to adjust your ISO, or if you scroll through the list of available options there, you can see that there is a F dial option. F dial stands for front command dial. And so if that's checked, when the controls are locked, you can't push or rotate that front command dial. It's not going to do anything for you. If this sounds like a good solution to you, then when your controls are unlocked, you can use that front command dial to change whatever variables that you need, hold the menu OK button to lock that, and then just keep that locked until the next time you want to use the front command dial to change something. Press and hold the menu OK button until that lock indication goes away, and then you can use the front command dial again to change that. Now, that is a bit of a hassle. It's a few extra steps when you're photographing. But if you really do want to use that front command dial to change your exposure variables, and you find that it seems to have a mind of its own, changing variables, if you so much as just lightly touch it, then this is really the only solution for you. There may be some minor edge cases here and there, such as when you're in aperture priority mode and shutter speed is set for one of your four functions. In aperture priority mode, you cannot control the shutter speed. The camera is in charge of the shutter speed. However, that's still one of the four functions that you can click through in aperture priority mode. So you can highlight SS for shutter speed, and then you'll notice that that little semicircle does not appear over any of the variables. So your front command dial is effectively not in use as far as rotation goes, but it still might be really easy to accidentally click it or push it. And now you have given the front command dial control of like your ISO, and you might accidentally change that without knowing it. So that's why I recommend using the lock feature if this is really a problem for you. That front command dial is one of the most powerful controls on your Fujifilm camera, so long as you have it set up properly and your other controls are dialed in, no pun intended. And I hope this video helped you learn how to do that. If you'd like to learn about your other Fujifilm controls, go into the menus more in depth, you can check out my Fujifilm specific tutorial courses at photocourses.link/Fujifilm, and you can take 20% off of all of those courses using the code TUBE20. Please let me know if you have any other questions or comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.